What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Sublab XL by Future Audio Workshops. In my personal opinion, the original Sublab was the GOAT when it comes to sub basses and 808 style basses, so on and so forth. So with this new Sublab XL, they've added a bunch of different effects and some new features to take this great plugin and make it even better. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. Some, hit the key. All right, guys. So when you open up the plugin, it is going to look like this. As you can tell, it has a very similar GUI to the original Sublab, but like they say, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. So when you're looking here at the new GUI, you'll notice here something different up top. There's an A and a B, and these are basically macro controls. So you can assign these macros wherever you want. So all you have to do is just take this right here and you can put it wherever you want to, and boom, you can assign it to that macro. And then once you do that, you can control the macros with these little sliders right over here in the macro control. And then boom, you can hit synth to take you back to the main synth of the plugin. So when you're looking at it, you have your sound up here. So just like the original, you have your synth, which is the original waveform. Then you have a sample, so you can load up whatever sample it is that you want. You can drag and drop a sample, or you can grab a sample from here. And these are basically your clicks or your kicks. And then you have your X sub right here. And this is going to add a little more oomph to your sub. Below that, you have modulation. So you have volume, you have pitch, you have filter, and now you have LFO modulation. This wasn't on the original. And you also have glide. Below that, you have your low pass, you have band pass or high pass for your filter type. Then you have your mixer. So again, you know, green is going to be for your synth, orange is going to be for your sample, and purple is going to be for your sub. When you're looking over here, now we have an EQ. So as you can see here, it's just a simple EQ. You know, and you can just boom, bam, just like that, you know, super easy way to add a little bit of umph in your upper harmonics or take away those harmonics if you don't want them there. Below that, down here at the bottom, you'll see that we have effects now. We have more effects. So before, all we had was distortion and compressor, but now we have distortion with some more distortion types. So boom, if I click on this, now you see we have more distortion types. We have a little more control in our distortion as well. We also have over here tape. So boom, as you can see, we have tape, we have a bit crusher, and we have a wave shaper now as well. So I made a little sample beat as always using Sublab. The beat's not mixed down as always, you know, but I just used Sublab for the bass and the 808 in this one, but let's go. All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into Sublab XL and check it out. So boom, bam, we've got Sublab XL pulled back up. And so again, when we look at it like this, it may be a little confusing at first, I get it, but the first way and the best way to tackle this is just in sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute each one of these in the mixer so that you can hear which each layer does. So let's go ahead and let's start off by just having the green. So you can hear with that, that's going to be the main part of the 808. And then you have this orange down here, which is going to be a click or a kick. So as you can hear, it's just giving it a little bit of static and the noise, but you can easily come over here and find a click noise. There's a bunch of different kick noises in here. And so again, you can just go through samples and do whatever it is that you want to mix up samples. There's all kinds of different samples to mix up here. So now we have this other layer down here as well, and this is going to be a little bit of oomph. So this is going to be more bass. So that's what gives it that low end sound. So we can turn that up a little more. So I would definitely recommend throwing on your headphones for this one, because I know you might not be able to hear the bass on a cell phone or a computer, monitors, whatever it is you're listening to. So I would definitely recommend throwing on some headphones for this one. And so boom, that's what all the layers sound like together. And then we can blend these layers however it is that we want to. So it's super easy, just like that. So with this, there is like, I believe 300 different presets. There's at least 300 different samples in here. But the cool thing, again, that I can't stress is that you can just come over here, click these three dots like right here, push new preset, and now you have a new preset from scratch that just sounds like this. All right, guys, so as soon as I loaded a new sample, I had a glitch in my power at the house and the power went out for a couple of seconds. So I'm not sure if the light's gonna be the same. I'm not really sure where I left off, but we'll just start here. So basically, when you come over here and you get a new preset, the only thing that's gonna be active is going to be the synth. So you'll see the only thing that's turned on is going to be this little green color right here. And so you can choose which waveform that you want to use. And so then obviously you can come down below that as well, and you can start messing with your release, your decay, your sustain, all that good stuff. So that's pretty nice. And then what you can do after that is you can decide if you want to add a sample in. So if you want to add the kick in there. All right, and then from there, what you can do is you can decide that you want to add some of this X sub in there. And you can tell just like that, I got a nice fat bass. And so then over here, we have different effects. Let's go ahead and start with this tone knob first. So with the tone knob, what you can do with this is you can boost the harmonics just a little bit, or you can lower them. So let's So you can see how you can use that to carve in the EQ that you would like. And down here is where all the magic happens. We have distortion, tape, bit crusher, compressor, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and start this off with some distortion. And as you can see, there's different kind of distortion types. So, you know, you got overdrive, you got grudge, you got some tube amps and all that stuff. So as you can tell, you can add all kinds of different character into your 808s and your basses and so on and so forth by just simply adding some effects. Then what you're going to do, if you want to add more effects, you just click on this plus down here, boom, and now we have more. So now we have tape. And so what's cool too is you do get some animations with this. So as you see when it's playing, you'll notice how this will hit every time the bass hits. So you hear how it's giving it a little bit of tape hiss too as well. So that's cool. You can put some wobble on here as well if you would like. Turn that up. So another thing that I was mentioning earlier is you can take this right here and put this macro wherever it is that you want to. Boom. Now I have a macro assigned. Boom, bam. So just like that. So now if I was to come over here and start messing with this macro, you can also name the macro. So you can name it D's if you want to. Boom, bam. And now you have a macro named. And so just like that, boom, bam, you have a new macro. So then another thing that I wanted to show you guys is that each different preset group has its own animation. So as you see here, if we're looking at this right here, this is just a basic animation. It looks like this. But if I was to go to a different kind of preset, so let's go ahead and find a new preset. So let's go find something in this crushed, and boom, if we click this, now it's going to look like this. So as you can see, that's pretty cool, but all of them are like that. So all of them have different kind of animations in the background. Bro, tell me that's not colder than Alaska. Super fire. Let's go ahead and click on some more. The real ATL. Let's go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the presets. I'm not going to go through a whole lot of them because honestly, you can make whatever kind of 808 that you want with this plugin. You know, just grab it and start being a little bit creative and you'll definitely be able to come up with some fire basses. This is definitely replaced the old Sublab as the GOAT in my personal opinion, as far as 808/sub bass plugins. A lot of cake, baby. Yeah, guys, but I can't stress enough that this is definitely a super fire 808/bass VST plugin. I'll go over a couple more things really quick. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a new preset real quick. Boom, bam. It's going to sound like this. All right, so now let's go ahead and throw some more distortion on there. All right, but we have more effects. So we have like this wave shaper over here, which allows us to actually shape the wave as we like. And then, you know, we can keep adding effects. So we can add up to the 5 effects. So we have a bit crusher here as well. And once you have these here, you can move them around really easily as well. So, you know, they're not stuck in the same spot. You can just move them around and it will change the way that everything sounds. So just moving modules around alone can get you some super fire 808s. So in my personal opinion, I would definitely recommend going to get Sublab XL. I would recommend getting the first Sublab. I would recommend anything by Future Audio Workshops. They make good plugins. But with this one, it is currently on sale for $50. If you have the original Sublab though, you can cross-grade this on Plugin Boutique for $20. So you can cross-grade to this newer version for just a $20 upgrade fee. But again, I can't stress enough that if you're looking for an 808 plugin and you're looking to purchase one, this is the one. This is it. This is the holy grail for me when it comes to bass and 808 plugins. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.